Well, I thought it was just a really hard-fought college basketball game between two really solid teams. I think they're terrific. They make you work. They don't beat themselves. They're really, really good defensively, and that's why I'm really proud of our guys. To shoot nearly 50% from the field and get to the – I don't think anybody's got the line this year at the level that we got to the line, and we've been doing that all year long. And that's a great thing, a great trait. Characteristic of your team, and through 14 games, that's what we've been doing. And to do that against this team says a lot about our guys. But I thought both teams played really hard, good sense of urgency out of both teams, and we're fortunate to win.
Coach talked about the defensive effort there at the end. I mean, you guys needed some stops. Kendall gets the steal in the game.
Yeah, I thought, it was basically a one-possession game most of the night. And anytime you can take that to 2 possessions or 3 possessions, it's big. And that steal got us to a 2-possession game that they might have cut it to 3 or 2, but then we'd take it to 3 or 4. And that was big. We made our free throws down the stretch. That's what we've been doing all year. I wasn't pleased with what we did in the first half at the line because I thought we could have had that to a 7-8 point lead had we just made foul shots. But we're getting to the free throw line. We had a lot of guys come up big. Drew, obviously, and Jamal had really good games for us. But A.J. Hardiman, he fights. He doesn't ever going to show up in the stat sheet for a lot of you guys because he does all the other things. He takes charges. He blocks shots. He's in the right position. He helps a teammate that gets out of position. And Conklin is an outstanding player. And I just thought A.J. gave us a lot. And then for him to make free throws down the stretch and shoot that little 12-footer that our entire bench, staff, players were saying, no, 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 no. And then it was great shot, A.J. He just made some really good plays, game-winning plays down the stretch.
Steve, how much did St. Louis defense take you guys out of it?
Well, we knew we were going to have to drive the ball. They do a good job defending screens. They do a good job of taking you out of that kind of thing. They're really good pick-and-roll defense, which we like to pick and roll. And they're really good on-the-ball defenders. And that's why you look at a game like this, our assists are down because most of our points were really scored on dribble drives and free throw line. But we would have been in serious trouble if we got the line 10 times. And getting there 35 times tells me, without watching tape, our guys were very aggressive. And I like that because I think this team got into us a little bit like State did 5 weeks ago, and we didn't handle it very well. And so I think we've grown, we've matured a little bit. This week was a measuring stick week for us. And I think we've passed it. We're definitely better than what we were 5 weeks ago, and now we got 2 more home games. You got a chance to get to 14-2 before you start league play, and you can get to 14 wins before league play. And as I've mentioned, our league's doing really well, but we're the only team in the league that has as many wins away from home as we do at home. We've got 6 road wins and 6 home wins, so home's got to pay us back yet, and we got to make sure we take care of home. No, we return next year. Yeah.
Any plans to continue the series?
Oh, I have no idea. It was a 2-year game, 2-year series. So we'll see after that.
Coach, you guys have been obviously shooting the ball for the 3 grade. What's it say that you guys only took 7 3?
Well, again, we knew they were very good defensively. We didn't want to take bad shots, and for the most part tonight, we didn't take bad shots. We didn't have a lot of possessions that were bad. We had a low turnover game, low bad shot game. And they did a really good job of taking our 3 game away, but in taking that away, I was very pleased with our guys that they didn't allow them to take away other things. I thought we went outside well. I thought we drove the ball well. And anytime you can outscore your opponent by 13 at the line, in a tight game where both teams are very similar as far as how good they are, that could be the difference. And I thought that was the difference tonight.
Coach, this game had the feel of a conference game.
Very much so.
The way the crowd was tonight. Obviously, 2 more games left before you guys head into the Mountain West, but how ready do you feel this team is for the conference?
Much more ready than we were 5 weeks ago, and that's what's important. You want to. I said it 5 weeks ago that when we were 2-2, that it wasn't that discouraging because I knew this team had a high ceiling and a lot of room to grow. And I still think we have room to grow. I still think there's things that we got to tweak and get better at, but We've got their attention. They've really listened. We've had to deal with winning road games over finals. We've had to go away from home over Christmas break and win. They've really done a good job. We've been in every game. State here at home got away from us in the last 40 seconds, but all 14 games we've been right there, even in the 2 losses. So they've grown, they've matured, and now we got to continue that. And I really appreciate the fans. Everybody knew this was a very pivotal game for us because this team's going to win a lot of games in Atlantic 10. They've already won 12 games. It was a must-win for us in the non-league, and our fans were terrific all night long. In the second half, it was definitely a pick game, so we appreciate that.
Jamal played 20 minutes today, but he's had 2 really good games back-to-back. So a chance we start seeing his minutes increase over these next few games?
I don't know. I think he's had 6 games in a row that have been really good. So he's playing really well. So, but Hugh's playing really well. So right now we got good roles right now. Minutes will fluctuate a little bit, obviously game to game with how people are playing. But right now we got a lot of guys playing well. So the increase, his minutes were maybe up 2 or 3 in this game versus last game. But we like what Hugh's doing. Hugh gives us a bigger, stronger physical defensive presence. So both those guys are playing well. We really like the minutes and how everything's turned out right now.
Coach, it was kind of a whole game played in the paint. How do you feel, especially in the second half, if the guys were really able to control the paint in the half?
Well, it's good because we'll have some games. Our first game in league play is Wyoming, and they've probably got as many upperclassmen they're probably as big as anybody will see in our league. So that's a good test for us when it's paint versus paint, and we're getting better with that. I think our bigs are doing a better job at catch pivot. Our guards are getting it to them better It's not just about post feeding; it's where you post feed, and we're much better at that now than what we were 5 weeks ago. There's more attention to detail when we. I think we've stayed away from runs because our guys are learning. Somebody scores 2 baskets in a row. We were down 7 in the first half. We didn't panic. We got good shots. We got better shots, and that's a sign of a team maturing a little bit.
You said especially for Drew when he can capture pivot and make moves in the paint, that's when he's at his best. How do you believe?
Well, you got 2 teams that kind of mirror each other in that we kind of had to play Conklin straight up and they had to play Gordon straight up because if you trap or help off, both teams have enough weapons that other people can hurt you at the 3-point line. And I thought Conklin did a lot of good things, and obviously Drew did good things. Okay, thank you.